Hey, g'day folks, it's Great Southern Ancient Miniature Man. It's 2023 and I'm back with my first unboxing and review for the year. So this little scruffy bag has come my way and very excited because it means it's from the Ukraine. This is V Miniatures and this is the new Carthaginian Elephant, which I've been looking forward to. It only came out about a month ago. In fact, I ordered it basically as soon as I saw it was available. And here it is in the characteristic nice little box that they come in. Quite quick to get here actually, from Ukraine to Australia despite the war. Got here in under a month, which is pretty good. The last time I ordered anything from them it was 2 months, and I almost got to the point of thinking it was lost. Gone to the post office and then it finally arrived. So I was pleasantly surprised by this getting here in under a month. So actually I'll show you a few bits first. This is actually a slightly bigger one. That's a 40mm Gaelic guy. Just thought it'd be nice to get a bigger one and see how they go. And they're actually not much more expensive than the 28mm, interestingly. Usually most companies that make bigger ones charge substantially more, but I think it's like 4 euros for a big one versus €3.50 if you're buying individual figures. I think that's the costing. So anyway, this new Carthaginian Elephant comes with two options. You can get the standard one, which is what I got, or you can get what they call the extended set, which has a bigger base and it has a Roman guy cowering on the ground trying to protect himself from being stomped on by this elephant. So let's have a look at these things. So, you know, you're probably aware if you've seen my previous videos, and I'm a big fan of V miniatures. They're beautifully made, and this one looks to be no exception. They're usually quite easy to put together with absolutely minimal cleanup required. Looks good there. And then he's all got the pre-made sort of footprints for the feet to go into with their little square studs that fit in, so that's looking good. Head of the elephant looks great, nice face, separate trunk to attach, so you have to cut off that tab and then glue that on. Should be pretty easily done. Oh, and then the howdah, let's just get an idea how well that's going to fit on. It's got some little, so I think that's got to be trimmed off the side there as well. Oh yeah, got these little button bits that'll clip on to there, but it's being blocked by this iron there. So I've got to clean that up a little bit to make that fit, but that's just one piece and looks great. Simple and very nice. And then and you got the tusks there. I'll just have a look through. There's 4 guys that come with the standard elephant. The other one has 5, including the hapless Roman. So pretty similar to most other elephant kits. You get the one Manhoot, the rider. There he is. And you get one guy with a long spear poking someone from above. You get an archer, and you get a guy. What's the other guy doing? I think there's a guy with a smaller sword, or maybe it's a small spear. I can't remember. Anyhow, there's the archer there. So I'll get them assembled, cleaned up and primed, and then I'll give you a look at all of those. But my initial impressions are, as usual with V&V, very positive. Catch up in a bit. I don't know how long that seemed to take for you, but it was about a week and a half for me. So here he is. Very nice. North African forest elephant of Carthage by V Miniatures. It went together beautifully, better than any other elephant I've put together before, I'd have to say. And I think it's a certain elegance about the face of the elephant, particularly that impresses me, better than any of the other elephants I've got. And I've got a few. I'll show you some of them in a minute. The only criticism, this spear, I've added one of those broomstick spears because the one it came with was just a silly little soft floppy kind of piece of plastic, which was useless for that. They do show on the website sort of metal spear, so you could either use a metal one or the broomstick one. It does come with the spear tip and the butt spike separately, but it was pretty easy actually to drill a little hole in both ends and then just attach them to the broomstick, and that's worked quite well. What else to say about it, really? As I say, it went together better than any others. Almost no cleaning up work required for it. Yeah, just quality product as usual. So I'll just show you in comparison to a few other elephants I've got. I've also got a spreadsheet I'll just put up for the costing of it versus other readily available plastic elephants. It's sort of mid-range really. Victrix, given that you get 2 in the one set, end up a bit cheaper per figure. Also, first core plastic miniatures for some reason are fairly cost effective, so I'm including the cost of postage to a place far away from Europe, as in Australia, in the overall costs. It's a really cool first core one. I haven't obviously finished painting him, I'm only undercoated. They're a bit cheaper. They're quite good price, and they look great actually. They did take a lot of clean-up work though, I think I've mentioned in a previous video, which is the main criticism of them, but they're a single piece. No, they're not yet, to put on the tusks and the trunk, I think, but there wasn't much assembly. But yeah, they're going to be good, but I've obviously got a bit of work to do with that one. Scale wise, this is cranked up on a higher bait, so it's probably slightly bigger actually than the Victrix. Other ones I've got, I'll just give you a little look at all of them. So there's the Agilmont one, which is cool in that he's grabbing and squashing the Roman guy, but the actual quality of the elephant I don't think is as good. It's a bit smaller. I've sort of modified a few other Victrix ones. This one, Carthaginian. We've got another couple of Victrix ones, Carthaginians there. Don't bother with them. We've got the War Games, Swallowed Games, Armoured Seleucid one, which is quite cool, a bit bigger, much bigger howdah, significantly more expensive. That's the most expensive per elephant you can get, so unless you're rolling in cash, I wouldn't bother with that one. The ones, I reckon the only ones that are comparable quality, just as beautiful, would be the Aventine ones. These Indian elephants, I love them, beautiful models. So yeah, I'll rank them right up there with the V&V, a little bit more ornate, as you imagine, from Indian elephants. You might be aware there's only 2 guys riding in the howdah there. It does come with 3. I always find it hard to cram in the 3rd one, and given there was a little bit of controversy about whether they actually used howdahs at all with the Carthaginian elephants, being the smaller North African forest elephants, I thought it'd be fine to use the other guy as a separate individual figure. So I've changed his arms, they're actually Victrix arms. And just got him as a standard bearer. He's a really nice figure as well. So I might pop him up on the turntable so you can just get a better view of the V&V elephant. Here he is, beautiful Carthaginian elephant. There's the standard bearer. And you might remember I also got a 40mm Gallic guy, which I've made a start on. I'll just pop him up as well. So he's pretty cool. No assembly really needed, other than you can put the standard in his hand if you want. I thought I might actually put a shield on instead. So if you're not into miniature figures but you don't like assembling anything, the 40mm look like that'd be a good option from V&V. I didn't actually mention I didn't get any endorsements or anything, didn't get any discount to get this, paid for it all with my own money, and so my opinions are totally untainted. I do think, along with the Aventine, this is the best elephant in my collection. I will put up a few photos about the production and a few on campaign, and I do hope you enjoy and like, and I'll be back at some point. I have ordered the Victrix horse archers, which look pretty cool. But there's some sort of a problem with the mail system in the UK, some cyber attack, so it's being delayed, so I'm not sure when I'll get around to that, but I might put out something in the meantime. Anyway, as usual, if you've got anything you want me to review in the realm of ancient miniatures, let me know and I'll have a look at it. All the best. See ya.